Hello, Scorpio. Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead. Scorpio, how are you? Thank you so much for clicking here. Look, I got a couple of oracle decks. I've got the Moonology deck out this week because tomorrow is the full moon in Aries, which is a hunter's moon. It is a super moon, which means it'll be a little closer to the earth. Now, it's intense enough because it is Aries, and what it will bring here is it will bring momentum and enthusiasm and passion, all the things that Aries brings, right? We do have this full moon that is showing up that is going to inspire you to be courageous and maybe take some chances, maybe doing things that you might not normally do, or something that you've been thinking about for a while. You might finally take action on that, because that's what Aries is, an action sign. So this Aries full moon is going to encourage you to release your inner fire. You might be making decisions to close doors, right? With full moons are about closures and releasing things you don't need. Closing doors brings endings, bring new beginnings, and so that's what this energy is about. So you may be feeling courageous or brave to end something or take a risk, or maybe go after something you've been thinking about for a while. This moon is going to be mostly intensely felt by Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn, who are the cardinal signs, but you are very vibrational, right? And so I feel like you'll be, if you are someone who's affected by moon phases, new moons, full moons, I feel like this might be a one for you. A hard one for you. Tell me about Scorpio, please, for the week ahead. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Scorpio. We've got nothing is yet set in stone. Mutable moon. The mutable signs, they are very flexible, right? So it's like, it feels like there's something here that possibly you've been thinking about that you have not set in stone. You haven't made a decision. This moon, this Aries full hunter's moon, this super moon, might help you make a decision to maybe do something that's a little bit uncharacteristic of you. Maybe running off to do something that you've always wanted to do, or say something that you've always wanted to say. We do have communication is key, new moon in Gemini. So we do have mutable energies here, and we also have Gemini energy. It feels like for some of you, you may want to communicate something to someone here, because remember, full moons, right, are endings or releases, and something new must come after something ends. It's the law of the universe. So we do have this new door opening here of conversation, I feel. It's communication is key. For some of you, you might be reaching out to someone that you haven't spoken with in a while. Could be that. It says the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. So Capricorn tells me that maybe there's something going on in your pentacle world. The end of a tough cycle approaches. So you're bringing something to an end. Maybe it's a job. Maybe it's a business. Maybe you're selling a business. Capricorn energy is earth energy, which is pentacle energy, pentacle world, family, house, home, hearth, right? All of that stuff. So it feels like there is going to be something coming up for you here that you may be ending in order to start something new. Maybe this conversation will end something. Maybe it will begin something, but communication is key. Tell me more about Scorpio, please. What's this? We've got prepare. I think that you've been thinking about this for a while, because you are the one who is the one who prepares, right? You're a fixed sign, which means that you don't do anything on a whim. And if you do something during this full moon energy, I feel like you've already thought it out. Upwards, downwards, backwards, sideways. I feel like you already know what you're doing. You're already prepared to speak and say something here. Tell me more about Scorpio. We've got regret. So you might be wanting to say something because you don't want to leave anything on the table. I feel like you don't want to regret anything. We've got a full moon here, which is very interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm just counting the stars. Yeah, there's many of them here. All right, let's get to tarot and find out what's going on. We've got receive. So, I mean, I think you need to prepare to receive something here, maybe some compassion from someone. Look, if you're reaching out to someone or someone's reaching out to you who you haven't spoken with in a while, it wouldn't be unlike a full moon to bring back somebody, right? Or make you, this particular moon might make you reach out to somebody. And it doesn't have to be romantic related, right? It could be platonic as well. Could be a friend, somebody you haven't seen in a while. Let's talk about tarot here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Let's talk about Scorpio. Scorpio, if you're interested in joining us over in the membership area, it is open. And if you're interested in a private read, I do have room at Wizio as well. Please look in the pinned comment below for all of that information. Tell me what's coming up here. What is not set in stone here for Scorpio? Anything can happen. Nothing is set in stone. It's fluid, flowing, going with the flow here. All this water energy. That's you. We've got the Page of Pentacles. So nothing is yet set in stone. The Page of Pentacles is the beginning of something, or the seed that we plant, right? It also could be a meeting face-to-face in the 3D. It feels like a little bit of energy. I'm going to give it a little bit of energy, but I'm not really sure how much energy I want to give to the situation. Why should you prepare? Tell me about prepare. We've got the Strength card in the reverse. So I feel like this might be the energy that you're in very early in the week next week, that you are in this energy of inner strength. To me, the Strength card in the reverse is not weakness, it's inner strength. It's like you're preparing or trying to find the courage or thinking to yourself. It's, you're the one that's slow and strategic, right? Just like any of the fixed signs. You're a fixed sign, I'm a fixed sign, I'm a Taurus sun. I know all about that, being moving really slowly toward a goal here. Feels like you're trying to gain the courage and you're preparing for something. It might be communication. Tell me about this. Communication is key. We have the King of Wands. So you're preparing to I feel like you are preparing to step out, to feel inspired to say something or do something, right? The King of Wands energy, that is fire energy. Tell me about regret. Why do we have regret here for Scorpio? We've got the Ace of Cups. You don't want to be in regret, missing an opportunity of love or missing an opportunity to express your emotional state to someone. And again, it doesn't have to be romantic. Can be a friend, can be a family member. Maybe you're wanting to heal something with this, right? We do have the Dove. Yeah, it almost looks like this is like, if you're Catholic, it's like the bread that you would take in church. That's what it looks like here, like communion. That's what it is. It feels like you're being offered a chance from the universe. It feels like it's a blessing, and you don't want to give up this blessing. You don't want to be in regret of giving up this blessing. Let's clarify a little bit. See what else is going down here. Tell me more about Scorpio, please. Tell me about the Page of Pentacles. Nothing is yet set in stone. I think it's already begun. Something in the background has already begun, but nothing is yet set in stone because I feel like it hasn't really grown a whole lot just yet. Tell me about this. Tell me why the Page of Pentacles is here. We have the Temperance card. So you're being patient. Slowing down, being patient, waiting for signs and symbols, waiting for the moment of alchemy, waiting for that moment, that shift of energy within you, Scorpio, that tells you it's go time, right? We've got the Empress in the reverse. And we have the King of Pentacles. So I feel like with this, nothing is set in stone. I feel as though this Empress being in the reverse is telling me that this might be the beginning of your abundance. If this Empress is someone who is a person for you, because understand that all the cards, whether they come out as court cards or not, they all have an energy as well as the people on them. So this could be a feminine or a masculine energy here that I feel like you've been holding back from or being really patient. It's like you're waiting for the right moment to step forward and say something. It feels like you're about to make a decision. We've got 2 pentacles here. But the Empress being in the reverse is a bit confusing because it feels like maybe you don't feel like the situation has become abundant enough for you to step in. Nothing is set in stone. Maybe you feel like that it's too flexible or the foundation is not firm enough, because I feel like the King of Pentacles is your energy. And it feels like you are the one who has a firm foundation. The things that you want are set in stone. Like I feel like when you make a decision, you go with the decision and you don't want to have to go back on a decision. And that's why the fixed signs are so slow to move forward, right? And so this King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, you could have that energy, you don't have to, but this is, I feel, telling me that you do want to solidify something. Tell me about this Empress here. Why is the Empress in reverse? We've got the Chariot, we've got the Magician, and we've got the 7 of Wands. So I feel like the Empress is in the reverse because it feels like It feels like this Empress wants to move too quickly. This Empress is in the reverse, possibly. Now, whenever I see an Empress or an Emperor in reverse, for me, it's because one of the queens is out of whack. It feels like somebody's either not saying something, or maybe they're kind of selfish with their time, really not, they're taking care of themselves on the outside, but not the inside. It feels like somebody here is trying to rush you into settling down. And I don't think that's what you want. The Magician is here. Somebody is using every trick in the book to get things to move quicker with you. And the Seven of Wands tells me that there's just, I've got boundaries. I've got boundaries, and I'm going to stand up for myself. I don't want to be pushed forward any quicker than things are going. So it feels like these two people sort of have a difference of opinion about how things should work out in a friendship, in any type of relationship, whether it's a member of the family or it's a romantic relationship. The Empress can be a mother or a father. Take that as it resonates for you. And this can be a child, right? The Page of Pentacles. Take it all as it resonates for you. Use your intuition and your discernment to see if this is about you. So it feels like somebody here is trying to move too quickly, but I feel like you're listening to yourself intuitively. And although you do want to settle down, you want things to work out for you. You want to provide and be in a solid and grounded sort of situation. It feels like for you, the Empress is in reverse. You're not really sure what this person wants. They're not really sure what they want. Are they going to offer you any stability? This person, when they're in the reverse, doesn't really offer much stability. So that's why Temperance is here. It's sort of an indication that you should hold back, that you shouldn't lead, that you should follow the universe. Let the universe lead and sort of go with the flow. We've got all this water here and nothing being set in stone. It's like you're not really making a decision. And this Empress, I feel, who is not ready, is somebody who's trying to push everything along. Tell me what the Strength card is in the reverse for. What does Scorpio have to prepare for in the week ahead here? What is Scorpio preparing for? We've got the Knight of Wands. We've got the Ten of Wands. And we have the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords does tell me that you're in sort of a preparatory mode in your mind. It feels like you are thinking, what do I do from here? I'm not sure if I want to make a decision. It feels like you're preparing to make a decision. The Ten of Wands is here, and it feels like there are some things that you need to drop, like burdens, things you've been carrying, possibly traumas, something like that. It feels something is weighing heavy on your shoulders, and there is something here that you need to drop in order to be able to prepare for whatever is coming up here about this communication. So we do have this Strength card in the reverse, which tells me that you have not yet created enough momentum, or you're not yet ready to say something. The Knight of Wands is here. The Knight of Wands is here ready to take action, right? Somebody who's really brave. And I feel like you're preparing to be brave to say something to somebody, because we've got communication is key, and we have the King of Wands. So I feel like your energy is in the King's energy, in the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands. Now, because we have men on the cards, don't get confused, because, we can see males' bodies, but we don't know what energy is in there. Is it masculine leaning? Is it feminine leaning? What is it? So we've got here masculine leaning energies that also have feminine energy. We all do, right? All humans, plants, animals, we all have feminine and masculine energy. Tell me about this communication. I feel like you're inspired to talk to somebody or reach out and have some sort of communication. Tell me about the King of Wands, please. We've got the Five of Wands. We've got the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, and the Seven of Swords. You're about to reconnect with someone. It does feel like that. So the Five of Wands is, I feel like you're fighting yourself. You're like, I don't really know if I want to do this, because if I open the door, then I've got to take action. I have to be inspired to do that. Because you know that if you do open this door, it is probably going to end up in victory. Five of Wands and one in the hand of the King is 6. It is the Five of Pentacles that's in the reverse. So it tells me that after being disconnected, that it's time to reconnect. It could be reconnection to an old friend. It could be a reconnection to anybody, really. But we do have 2 5s. And when I see more than 1 5 in a reading, when the 5s show up, they are lack. But when I see more than 1 5 show up, it tells me that there is some quick change that's about to happen. And the King of Wands would be in favor of that, would be in favor of, being courageous and taking the first step and whatever it is that has been hiding under the surface, the Seven of Swords. It does feel like there is communication that you're unsure of. Just looking at this card here, you can see that this person has the Ace of Swords across their shoulder. And to me, anything that comes up on its side is a challenge. So I feel like communication is a challenge because we haven't spoken with each other a long time. And we're about to reconnect to each other. But what do I say? I'm not really sure what to say. Has enough time passed that we are healed? Got the 4 swords in the quiver. And then we have the 2 swords here that are facing down. And so I feel like the swords that are facing up tell me that you're sort of blocked right now and you're trying to make a decision midweek. But I feel with the swords down, decision is made. I feel like you will be reaching out to someone who's not expecting to hear from you, or you will be getting communication from someone who you're not expecting to hear from at all. But it feels like this is somebody that I feel that you have been feeling as though you may have missed a chance with them, or they're feeling that way as well. I feel like this is going to be a really good reconnection. It's going to be victorious here, but I feel like it's not expected because the 7 of Swords is here, and communication is key when it does show up. So make sure that you have your words, that you know what you're going to say. Maybe you don't know what you're going to say if you can't expect it, but please make sure that you kind of keep it in swords. I'm going to say keep your emotions out of it. You're pretty good with that, though. Tell me about the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups and regret. Tell me about this. We do have the 3 of Wands. So I feel like there is somebody here. Maybe someone is going to communicate with you, or you with them. Take it as it resonates. You will know if you've been thinking about somebody who you're planning on communicating with in the week ahead. And the 3 of Wands is like somebody looking out there to see if the ships are coming in. I feel like you've been waiting for some sort of new door to open. It feels like maybe intuitively with the Ace of Cups here that maybe you know that some sort of new door could open here, but you've been waiting for communication from somebody here. We do have the 3 of Cups. And we have the 7 of Cups. So this is the problem. Therein lies the problem, right? We do have the 3 of Cups, but we also have the 7 of Cups. So it would be a happy reunion. I feel that you've been waiting for it. And it feels like it could be the ultimate apex of happiness, right? With the Ace of Cups here. And I feel like there's a situation here where you don't want to be in regret. You want to give it a shot. Maybe I'll just reach out. Maybe I'll just find out what they're doing, how they're doing. We'll reconnect a little bit, and then I'll sort of get a feel on the situation. It could be the same thing that somebody is thinking about you. Bottom of the deck, we have the 2 of Cups. And so it does feel like this is probably something that may be romantic, possibly. The 5 of Cups is here. So that's 7 cups, which is right here, which is confusion and overwhelm. And I'm not really sure. Maybe this person lives at a distance from you. Maybe you have to contact them through the internet. Maybe they don't live anywhere around you. We do have the 4 of cups. So I feel like you're about to crawl out of some sort of a comfort zone that you've been in for a while. Maybe you've been keeping to yourself. We do have 9 cups here. So you're expecting that when you do reach out to this person, that this is somebody that you probably have feelings for, or maybe they have feelings for you. But I feel like there's 2 people that are coming together here. And I feel like not only is it 2 people coming together, but I feel like we've got some things to work through because the 7 of Swords is here. But I feel like you're up for it because the King of Wands has been through a lot of stuff, right? Forged through fire. And somebody who's been through a lot of trauma, I think you need to drop these things before you're going to be able to make communication. And you're trying to kind of gain your courage, or someone else is trying to gain their courage to communicate with you. It's like you don't see a way around this situation right now, or maybe someone else doesn't, but someone here has their eyes covered and doesn't see the situation for what it is. It could be you because you're the water sign and you tend to feel things out rather than believing what you're seeing. So it could be that as well. I'm just going to leave that there. Thank you so much for being here and watching. I appreciate you, and I'm going to go for now. Happy full moon to you. I'm going to go for now. Take care. I'll be back because I'm always back, you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.